All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. This is meteorologist Bo Fogo here, cutting into YouTube and our live channel just to give you an afternoon update on our forecast for the holiday weekend. Unfortunately, the models continue on trending to be more wet than what we thought. Originally, we thought it would just be isolated showers on Saturday and Sunday. Now it's becoming more scattered to widespread. So it's not looking like to be a very like sunny holiday weekend, to say the least. Today will likely be the nicest day out of the 4 days. So I would highly recommend taking advantage of the nice weather that we have right now. If we take a look outside real quick, you can see that we are seeing partly cloudy conditions, a lot of cumulus clouds out there, nothing too crazy, but we're going to continue on seeing this kind of weather for the rest of today. But the cloud cover will increase a little bit as we head through the day. So for looking at satellite and radar, though, you can see that the cloud cover is starting to increase for areas west of the metro. So Columbus, York, Norfolk, and areas around Lincoln are starting to see mostly cloudy to overcast conditions, and all that is moving slowly towards the metro. So like I said, the rest of the day is going to be just fine, but as we head to probably the late afternoon into tonight is when we'll start seeing that cloud cover really begin to increase for the area. So for the rest of today, we'll just see partly cloudy to mostly cloudy conditions, and temperatures will be pretty much what they were yesterday. Lower 80s with humidity very low, so it's going to be a decent day. But as I said, it will be the nicest day that we have seen for the holiday weekend. Today will be the nicest day out of the 4-day holiday weekend. So I would highly recommend doing anything outdoors today. And then Friday Night Fever, it is tonight, and it's looking to be just fine. Now, there is a chance we could see a stray shower west of the metro. So further west you are, the better chance you have of seeing a stray shower, but it won't be enough to postpone or cancel any Friday night games. So you will be just fine. Just don't be surprised if you feel a couple of drops. Otherwise, it's going to be comfortable in the 80s and then eventually the 70s. For your holiday forecast, yeah, pretty much every day we have mostly cloudy to overcast conditions with off and on showers, maybe even some thunder showers in the area. The severe risk is very low, but there could be a risk of flooding this weekend because these storms are going to be almost stationary. They're not going to move very much, so that's definitely a concern. Now, for Iowa State and Iowa football games, those games are going to be fine. So if you're traveling to the Iowa State game or the Iowa game, it will be just fine. Partly cloudy, temperatures in the 70s, so eastern Iowa will be okay. But here in western Iowa and eastern Nebraska, yeah, it's not going to be the greatest. So at least those two games will stay dry. So here's an hour-by-hour timeline. Actually, let me go back a little bit because I have this set set for tomorrow, but let me go back to right now. So this is right now. As we head in the next couple of hours, as you see, isolated showers are possible here and there, very much hit or miss. Not everybody will see the rain. Most of us will stay dry, but again, don't be surprised if you feel a couple of drops in the next few hours. And then as we head into tomorrow morning, you can see that isolated thunderstorms are going to develop mainly west of the metro. But as we head through the day on Saturday, they're going to start becoming more scattered to widespread and then slowly move to the east. So I will say most of the metro tomorrow will be dry by late afternoon into the evening is when we'll see the best chance of these showers and storms. But the further west you are, so like Wahoo, Fremont, Lincoln, Columbus, York, Norfolk, you guys are going to be seeing showers and storms early in the morning hours on Saturday, and then more storms in the afternoon. So the further west you are, the earlier you're going to see these showers and storms. And then, you know, Saturday night into Sunday, they'll move into the metro and stick around for the next couple of days. But as I said, these storms are going to be stationary. They're not going to move very much, which is very concerning because if a thunderstorm produces heavy downpours and that thunderstorm isn't moving very much, well, it's going to drop a lot of rain in a short amount of time, which of course can lead to flooding in the area. Here's the potential rainfall we could see. This is why we are concerned a little bit. You can see that areas west of the metro have the best chance of seeing flash flooding this weekend. For them now, whatever number you see on your screen does not mean you're going to get the exact amount. It just kind of gives you a ballpark idea of where the heavier rain is going to fall. While western Iowa, not going to see as much rain. So I'm more concerned about areas. If I can draw, let me see if I can draw it out for you. Here we go. So about this area right here is what I'm concerned about in terms of flooding in the area, because you can see Lincoln, Beatrice, Columbus, this model is indicating they could get up to 4 inches of rain. Again, it's not a guarantee, but it's just a chance. These communities that are in the circle could definitely see a lot of rain in a short amount of time throughout the weekend. So that definitely could lead to flash flooding. So of course, if we do get any flash flood alerts, we will be the first to let you know. Now, once we are done with the rain by Labor Day, we're going to see a cool down. So if you think it's cool and comfortable now, just wait until next week. We got a pretty decent strong system coming in from Canada, moving to the south-southeast. So I would say by Wednesday, these cooler temperatures are going to be hitting our area. And what I mean by cooler is that highs are going to be down into the upper 60s, around 70 degrees. So that's about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than what we should be at this time of year. So it's going to be around the 70s with overnight lows in the 40s for both Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So we're going to see a couple of days where it's going to feel like fall. By the time we reach next weekend, though, we'll start going back to where we should be in the 80s. So this is going to be a short-lived fall couple of days, but it is going to be quite nice Wednesday and Thursday. The catch is, though, there is going to be a chance of some showers as this cool air moves into the area. So here's what I'm talking about. The next couple of days, temperatures upper 70s, lower 80s, just below average for this time of year. Average highs around 84. But look at Wednesday, we drop down to 70 degrees, and we're being generous with that. I would not be surprised if we cool down to the upper 60s by Wednesday and Thursday, which, like I said, could be about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than average this time of year. So here's the 10-day forecast. Here's a closer look of what you can expect in terms of the cooler temperatures. Wednesday and Thursday, highs around 70 degrees. Until then, we'll be in the upper 70s and lower 80s with low humidity. And then we'll reach down to the 70s and 40s, possibly even 60s. And then by the next weekend, we'll warm back up to where we should be in the lower to mid 80s, just in time for the second Cornhusker game Saturday. I'm not good with the dates. That would be Saturday, September 6th. So by the time we reach the next Cornhusker game, it will be warming back up to where we should be in the lower 80s, and it looks to be dry. So that's good news. For now, the second game looks to be dry. Of course, that is 9 days away. That could change, but for now, it looks to be dry. So scattered to widespread showers from Saturday through Monday. We stay quiet for Tuesday, and then Wednesday we'll see another round of showers, potentially even some thunder showers with some windy conditions. So far, severe threat is very low, but the biggest risk from these storms will be flooding. Flooding is going to be a concern with these storms. We could see upwards to 4 inches of rain throughout this weekend. So like we've always been saying, if you see water on the road, please find a different route. Turn around and don't drown. Do not risk it. So that's all the updates I have for you. I'm sure many of you have plans this weekend, and so unfortunately here in the area, it's not looking very promising. It looks to be pretty gloomy and wet with off and on showers and thunder showers. So you may have to move your plans indoors if you were planning on doing something outside. And then next week we will be feeling the fall season come into the area briefly. So I'll be here this afternoon doing a 3 o'clock with Dave Zabelinski to give you the latest updates on the forecast. And then meteorologist Jade Steffens will be here later on tonight to continue on giving you that coverage of the forecast. So that's all the updates I have for you guys. Hopefully everybody's having a good Friday, and I hope everybody has a good holiday weekend.